A lot of people have been telling me to get a nanny. A lot of them have been telling me to get somebody from back home. And when I say back home, I mean Nigeria. A lot of them have asked me why I can't get one. Because on my channel here, I always talk about the reason why, I'm stressed. I want to move back to Nigeria because I don't have help because of this. I'm always like talking about all these chronicles of living abroad and the things that comes with them. So in this video today, I'm going to be telling you guys my decision on getting a nanny as we're moving forward in the year 2022. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mabel, and here on my channel I film about family, relationships, beauty and lifestyle. I also like to vlog and I like to share my opinion. Things that I think you would like to watch, you would like me to talk about, things that you can learn a thing or two from. And also I cook on my channel here sometimes and I eat as well. So welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for always tuning in. If you're new here and you're seeing this gorgeousness for the first time, well, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, okay? Because here on my channel we learn, we share, and we have fun. Yes, we do. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my house help story, my nanny story, why I don't have any house help yet, why I will or will not have a living nanny ever. So let's dive into the story, okay? I'm doing this video because I've watched a couple of YouTubers here sharing stories about their house help drama, their horror movie story with their nannies, their house help, and all this thing. I think the first house help horror story that I listened to was Sisi Yemi's house help drama, where she's had house help that behaved like a witch and one that's behaved like whatever. And so I've been wanting to talk about having nannies in America or in abroad, and why some people don't have nannies, or why some people don't want nannies, or why they're doing it all by themselves and all that. I'm also going to be referencing to one of my friends' story who has had a living nanny that she brought from Nigeria and how that went, okay? I have a friend here in America who also has kids, who lives here in America with her husband and children alone, just like me, and she was able to bring a nanny over from Nigeria to help her. How did it go? How did it go? It didn't go well, okay? I know there are some people who have had nannies from back home who has pretty much been lucky, and there are lots of people who have brought people from back home and they haven't necessarily been lucky, okay? Yes. And for my friend, in fact, my friend's story is this, okay? So her mother helped her find somebody from back home, a lady in her the lady was in like her mid-40s, about 50-ish. She was pretty young, I think. She could speak good English. She was, a little bit educated. And the lady back home has a family, yes. She has children, but I think her husband was late and she was just struggling to raise her children, basically. So when my friend asked for a nanny from her mom back home, her mom found this lady who was excited about the opportunity because it came with so much benefit. The offers that were on the table at the time was that my friend would process her visa for her. She would buy her ticket and bring her over here. The lady would live with her for 6 months because she had processed. She got her a visiting visa, and with visiting visa, you can only stay here for a maximum of 6 months, and then you can go back and come back just like that, okay? So my friend processed visa for this lady. My friend also paid for her ticket coming and paid for her ticket that she was going to go back with. And then subsequently, I think the agreement was that the lady is going to pay her ticket, or at least help out 50% with paying for her ticket moving forward after the first 6 months. Yeah. And then they were also going to pay the lady an equivalent of 500,000 naira a month for 6 months, and they're going to pay it into a Nigeria account. This is such a juicy offer because there are a lot of people back home in Nigeria who don't even make 100,000 naira a month. But this is somebody who's willing to pay you 500,000 naira a month, which was about $1,000, because right now the exchange rate for dollar to naira is about between 500 and 570 naira. It's just been going back and forth. But I mean, somebody is willing to pay you 500,000 every month for 6 months. That's 3 million. Pay your flight ticket to and fro to America, give you accommodation with her, feed you, and kind of meet your, basic needs, like buy you basic needs, cream, soap, feed you, house you, and maybe help you out with clothes. And then, the interesting thing, now I'm talking about my friend's story right now. When this lady came and my friend realized that she has little kids, which she already knew, she was even buying things for the lady so that by the time she's leaving in 6 months, she'll have things to take to her children and her family members back home. But you guys, greed is a sin. So when this lady came to abroad, when she came to America to help my friend, she stayed for a couple of, and the job description was easy. They had a clear job description for her. When you come over, you're going to help with the children. You're going to make sure their clothes are done, their laundry is done, folded and ironed. You're going to make sure, they are always clean. You're going to make sure that they eat. And I mean, it's not like you have to feed all of them. I know she had one that was like a little baby that needed like more attention. I think that was the main reason why she got this nanny for that little baby, because she works, her husband works, they're both working parents. So, they'd rather, and I think it's even cheaper to get somebody like that back home than doing daycare here, where you have to take for me now, if I take all 3 of my children to daycare every day, I know how much I'm going to be spending at the end of the month. So my friend went the route of what so many people would do, or so many Africans here in America do, getting somebody from back home. So now this lady came here and she stayed. First month she was good, second month she was good. By her 5th month, she started having bad attitude. I mean, she started being disrespectful. How somebody can just be disrespectful to you, not outrightly, but you can tell they're being disrespectful to you. They are giving you bad attitude, bad vibes. You're not doing the chore. You're leaving the children's laundry to overflow. You're not taking care of the things that you need to take care of. I mean, you don't, like, she wasn't supposed to cook in my friend's house. My friend did all the cooking, packed all the food in the fridge, ready to go. All you need to do is to bring out the food, heat it up for my children, or maybe do things like boil rice, those simple things like boiling white rice to eat stew, microwaving food, helping me to prep things. Those were, those are not, for 500,000 a month for someone who didn't even have a job. I feel like that is like, a win-win. But, some people sometimes they allow greed and bad influence or whatever to spoil an opportunity that they have. So this lady started giving bad attitude, bad vibes. She started having, I guess they were hanging out with other people that had nannies and started getting advice from other people. And maybe how people are sometimes. They'll ask you, how much did they pay you? Oh, come here, I have somebody else for you that will pay you more, and blah and blah. So anyway, the story ended up that when the lady went back after the first 6 months, she never came back again, because my friend said she wouldn't let her come back, because she already heard that the lady had said that when she came back the second time, she would not stay with her. Okay, so she lost the chance of even coming back and making 500,000 every month. So that is just my friend's story. Okay, and there has been a lot of stories like this where you bring somebody here and then they will go talk to other people, and then they're going to offer them something more, and they will leave you and go to those people. I mean, there are a lot of bad stories. And see, you guys, this is not even, if you live abroad, you've heard stories like this, because I hear stories of people from back home and I can relate, even with the fact that me personally, I have reservations. I have reasons why I don't want to, like, I've never thought about bringing somebody from back home. Like, I mean, people have mentioned it to me. Okay, I remember when my in-laws came here, what year was that, and they saw how I was going about with my family, my work, and all the things I was doing at the time. And my in-law had suggested, one of my in-laws suggested to me to help me get somebody to come over here and help us, and I declined. Okay, I declined the offer because I know, like I said, even my mom has asked me one time about somebody coming to, and I'm like, no. I do not want a nanny to live with me. I don't want somebody to live with me constantly every single day of my life. I'm going to be waking up and bumping into you on the hallway. I mean, I have endurance for family, okay? But I don't have endurance for other people, like people that come and give me attitude. I can't say what I want to say to you, because when you live with people that are not family, okay, you have to be careful. And these are things that I don't want to get into. I mean, if my family members were in my house, my sisters, my brothers, my parents, I can talk to them, especially when they do things that I don't like. I can address the matter. If my in-laws are in my house and they do things that I don't like, my husband can address them just because it's his family members. I'd rather he speak to them on certain things and I speak to my family on certain things, because that's the way I feel like it works for me in my home. Yeah, but let's not go into all those stories, okay? So I declined the offer, and like I said, reasons why I don't want to have a nanny or a living nanny or something, especially from bringing somebody back home. No, 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 I'm not going to do it, because first, like I said, I don't want to have somebody to consistently be in my space that is not family, someone that can possibly give me an attitude or that can change on me or whatever it is, okay? I just don't want any stress. That's number one. Number two is, I think I just want to leave. I'm the one person that just that enjoys the space with my family. I mean, my husband, myself, and my children. I want to raise my children in that kind of space, because growing up, that's how my parents raised up. And there are benefits to that, okay? My siblings and I were super close, okay? No matter where we all are, we're almost all in different places, but we're so close. So I kind of want that vibe for my children. I know eventually after we kind of grew up to a certain stage, say having family members live with us temporarily, where my parents will have them live with us. They learned like a trade or something, and then they moved on, okay? And then we had other cousins who lived, close to us, who would come over to the house, help us do stuff. My parents were training them and all that stuff, and they still went, like they didn't have to stay in the house the whole time. Because when we grew up like living on the street with my other uncles and all, and my grandpa's house. So my grandpa had a big house, so my cousins or people who helped us at home ended up going back to my grandparents' house, because they had a very big house, they had space and all that. So anyway, I just want to raise my children by myself. I want to be able to stay in my house with my husband, so that I don't want somebody in my space all the time. I mean, come and go, but don't stay here the whole time. That way, sometimes when you're mad at your partner, your husband, or your wife, you want to just shout. I want to be able to shout without thinking that somebody's there listening to my conversation. I want to be able to wake up at night and have a private conversation with my husband. I want to be able to wake up at night and do whatever I want to do. I mean, when the children are not at home, or maybe when me and my husband are at home by ourselves and the children are not there, I want us to be able to do whatever I want to do freely, without thinking that somebody is in the other space listening to us, or somebody can walk into us and all that stuff, okay? You know what I'm talking about. So I think I just enjoy the fact that I have that freedom around my home, by myself, with my husband and my children. And also, another thing that discourages me from bringing people from back home, nanny, is that you cannot stop them from doing whatever they want to do. I mean, you can sign a contract with them before coming and saying they're going to serve me for this long, I'm going to pay you this amount and all that, okay? Yes, but you cannot, when they come in, you cannot seize their passports, because the passport that has their visa, you cannot withhold it and say when they want to leave, you're not going to give it to them, because if you do that, you're going to get into immigration trouble. Okay, immigration will come for you. I mean, they will come for you. So I don't want to get into all those drama. I just want to live my life quietly. And then I don't have all that space, extra space, to have somebody in the house. Yes, back home, the structure and the dynamics of living and life and family here and abroad is different from back home. Back home, I could have had a house fenced in my own compound with my gates, and then I can have a BQ, boys' quarters, and then I can have whoever is living with me probably go there at the end of the day. I can have them take a week off. I can have them take the weekend off and all. But if I had you here where we don't have that kind of living arrangement, where am I going to send you if I wanted you to be gone for like a week? Where am I going to send you to if I want you to take a weekend off? I mean, for 6 months, for 1 year, or 2 years, or however long you're going to be with me, I'm going to be seeing you all the time. I mean, that is just me, okay? That's my personality, okay? You don't have to be me. I know some people who have had living nannies that they've been lucky to have good ones, and it's helpful. Let me tell you, it's helpful. That thing is gold. If you live here, you have a family, you have children, having a living nanny who you trust, who is trustworthy, who is dedicated and submissive and everything is gold. Okay, so I just wanted to come here and talk about these things because I know I've done I've done a couple of videos about how we're raising our children here by ourselves abroad, no help, no family members, all that. And I think somebody has said to me one time in a message that why don't I get a help? Or why don't I get help from back home and all that? But I'm not called for that, you guys. I'm not called for that yet. Okay. And also we also occasionally have help here. Like I get babysitters sometimes if I need to. I pay them. It's expensive anyway. But I pay them maybe when Chris and I have to go on a date or something. I also have very reliable friends here. I have people who are friends that have turned family that I can drop my kids off every now and then. If I have to go somewhere, if I have to do something, if I have to run errands. I also have great friends who come by my place to help me watch my children at no cost, and I mean at zero cost. And that is even the best part of it. Yes. And truthfully, I don't think I can afford to pay anybody $2,000 right now without it giving me headache. I mean, where am I going to bring that kind of money from? Pay $2,000 a month or 1.5 or something. I mean, some people can pay that amount for help without it giving them headache. But I mean, it's going to give me headache. Okay. Yes. So I just want to come here and just share this thing with you about why I don't have a nanny yet, a living nanny, especially one from back home. And do I intend to have any? I don't think so. Chris and I are going to continue to raise the children with the help of God until when any decision is made in the future, whether we're going to have a nanny come live with us, whether we're going to move back to Nigeria, because that's not out of the question yet, or no. Before the COVID and before a lot of things got difficult, I used to have family members come visit me at least once a year. At least in the last couple of years before the lockdown, I've had at least one family member every year come stay with me for minimum of maybe 3 months or so, and that was very helpful. My mom will come here, my sister will come here, my sister will come here, my in-laws came one time, and also everything being equal, if everything gets cleared, COVID and all that, and then they start getting visas again, I'll still have family members come visit me. I mean, my mom is there. At least I know she's still willing to visit me every here and there and spend some time with us and help us. And I still have younger siblings who can also come and stay a little bit, even if at this point all my younger siblings are so busy. My younger sister who was with me last time, who came and stayed with me for 6 months, she's now married. She can't stay with me that long. She has a family to raise. She has a life to live. So now I think I might have to start considering having an actual real life nanny as opposed to relying on my family members who now have their lives to live. Anyways, I wanted to come here and do this video with you guys and just tell you guys these things that some people don't say. These are some reasons, some things that some struggles we face living abroad, okay, living far from home. I mean, if I was in Nigeria, I'm gonna have a nanny. Living or not living, I'm gonna have some sort of help. At least I know for sure, because there are a lot of ways to do these things now. There are a lot of people that have people who come and go, maybe come 3 days a week, help them clean the house. Those who have nannies who come in the morning and go. Those who have nannies who live with them and don't give them any drama. If I was back home, I know I would have had some form of help. Yes, I would have. Definitely. I mean, having a driver is a necessity because I have to drive my kids every day to school, back. I run errands. I do this, I do that. I mean, one thing I know I will have in Nigeria is a driver. You guys, driver and nanny, those two things I'm going to have them. But anyways, and then come here and have this cool video with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's more like a chit chat story time video, and it's part of the vlogmas season. So I'm bringing you guys content as we go. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, I know you like it. Leave a thumbs up, like the video, share, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Subscribe. Let me know, do you live abroad? Do you have a living nanny? Have you ever had a living nanny? Is this something that you think you're going to have at some point? Have you ever considered it? Have you not? Why and why not? And even if you don't live abroad, if you live back in your country, like in Nigeria or Ghana or wherever you live, what are the nanny stories over there? Have you had any nanny drama, nightmare, or have you always been lucky with nannies and helps? Tell me, what is it? What is the deal with you? Why do you have a nanny or why don't you? And for me personally, I don't think it's my thing as for right now, for so many reasons, from not wanting to stress over somebody and afraid that somebody will come and leave me, or just the fact that I enjoy my space with my family, and also because I don't have that much space, and also because I'm not about to give out 1,000, 2,000 or less or more a month to anybody, money that can use to invest in my future. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.